Hey everyone, today I wanted to talk to you guys about project planning. So I've shared my monthly spread so many times before, and I'll link a video above if you want to see step by step how I plan my months. But today I want to really focus and get more detailed about how I do project planning in my planner. So as I've mentioned before many times, that I don't use my monthly spread for appointments, meetings, bills, or anything like that. Basically, my monthly spread is an overview of my month and all the projects I have that month, both personal and business. I like having an overview of everything I have going on, so when I'm planning other things, I can kind of see, oh, this week is sub week, I shouldn't really plan anything during that week because it's super busy, or this week after subs is lighter because we just got subs out, so that would be a great time to plan, some road trip or something like that. So I really find a monthly overview super helpful. I like to color code my project. So this main part of my monthly spread, the dark gray dots are for our monthly subscriptions, like important dates for our monthly subscriptions. The gray dots are our shop releases. The taupe dots are for our content. And then the icons are for personal. So like I said, I don't really put appointments or even birthdays unless they're my husband's or my kids. I don't put those kind of things on here. But for example, here, St. Patrick's Day, I do put that there because I have to plan ahead for it. I mean, we don't go all out or anything like that, but I like to do a little surprise thing for my girls, on the morning of St. Patrick's Day. So I put a reminder there to remind myself to go shopping for those things. I have like a due date for my daughter's school project. I have this for like a day off. It's a 3-day weekend. So this is to remind me to plan something fun. I usually try to do something like a family thing on a 3-day weekend. Here, I don't know if you can see this washi strip along the top week. That is for Go Wild. It's just reminded me that I was attending the virtual Go Wild, so to keep those days kind of light since I will be like online a lot. So that's how I map out my personal and business tasks. It's super helpful for me to have a visual of everything laid out. And then this side column I use for design projects. So every month I always have the same kind of task that I do every month, but I like to map it out, like maybe something in my calendar here will affect when I do my design, like which week it falls on. It's also helpful just to spread out all my projects and make sure that I'm prepared for certain due dates. So that's what I use this side column for. And then these bottom two sections here are for my goals and my projects. And I wanted to take a minute to explain those because they're very similar, so you might get confused what's the difference. So these goals are split into 3, and these are my top 3 priorities: wellness, family, and business. So these are taken from my yearly goals bundle. I'll link a video above showing how I set up my yearly goals. But here I have 3 of my top goals in wellness, family, and the business. And then I break it down into daily, weekly, and monthly steps. So these are taken directly from here for the monthly. So monthly wellness is health habit, which is making more healthy dinners. The monthly family goal is experience. So this is just reminding me to plan something for the 3-day weekend. And then the business monthly goal is to introduce new product to the shop. So I wanted to bring some more washi colors and sizes to the shop this month. So that's what that is there. So those are my top 3 goals. But of course, like I mentioned in that goals video, we all have more than 3 things we want to accomplish in a year, most likely. So for the other things I need to accomplish in the year, the things I need to do or the things I want to do, that's what this section is for. So these are my monthly projects. So every month I try to have 1 project for wellness, 1 project for family, and 1 project for the business. And sometimes these are month specific, like St. Patrick's Day, but sometimes I pull from my lists of 12. And I mentioned this in the last video that I started a new thing that I call lists of 12. So this is right at the back of my goals bundle. In the last pages, there's some note pages, and I use this to make categories for all these things. These 3 goals and these 3 projects. So here I have health habit, wellness goal, personal goal, business goal, the monthly experiences with my family, and monthly new product. So what I do is I make lists of 12. So if you see these dots here, there's 12 dots for 12 months in the year. So I'm just starting to compile lists of different things I want to do in these different areas that I can pull from and add it to my monthly projects. And so as you can see, I still have a lot of space to add more things, or like for here, for the product, I have my list of 12, but then also I have a couple extra things here. So if I have more than 12, I'll list it here, or if it's kind of iffy if I'm going to do it, I'll put it below the list of 12, because these are more of things that I really want to get done, like more of a priority or more like a for sure thing. And so what I do is every month when I think of what projects I have to do, not only do I pull from anything going on here, but if I have like a wellness project, I'm like, okay, what wellness project should I do this month? Then I go to here, and here's health appointments. So I'm like, okay, this month I'm going to work on scheduling health appointments for me and my husband and my girls. And like, let's say for the business, tax prep, of course, is a deadline coming up. So that's a top priority. So I have it here that I need to gather all my tax documents and all of those things. So I put that there. So yeah, that's how I use this. These are my top 3 goals that are top priority for the month. And these are projects. Some I definitely do need to get done because they have a deadline, like St. Patrick's Day or tax prep, which is upcoming. Or some are things that I just want to get done or that need to get done at some point, and then I'll add it to the list. So this is a great overview and how I map out my projects, but I also wanted to show you an example of how I actually project plan. And so I use a combination of my planner and my iPad. So let me get my iPad here. So what I like to do in here for project planning is pre-planning. So as I mentioned before, I like to use the app Notability. And here I have a section for planning. And then, for example, here I kept the pre-planning sheet I have for my daughter's birthday. That already passed, but it was a great example of how I pre-plan. So here is where I like to pre-plan projects, because I like to get what kind of format, how I'm going to lay things out, what kind of lists I need to make, and kind of rearrange it in the way that I like it before putting it in my planner. So here, as you can see, I have like a calendar, so I can have a visual of how many weeks of planning until my daughter's birthday. Here I break it down, week 1, week 2, week 3, week 4, and I break it down here, different things I want to get done for those weeks, so I'm not cramming like the week before her birthday. I have a to-do list, a to-buy list, and here I have an agenda for the day of her birthday. Here, if you saw that, my daughter showed me from an app the outfit she wants for her birthday. Like impossible, but anyways, I saved that because she sent that to me. So I pre-planned this out on my iPad, and what I love about that, like I said, is I can easily erase things, rearrange things, change the layout and all of that. So once I get it to how I like it, then I go in my planner, and my daughter's birthday would be under the family tab, and I just have like blank grid paper back here that I could do anything I want. So here, as you can see, I mapped it out very similar to how I did it in my iPad. I just use our calendar label stickers. I marked her birthday here. I put the weeks 1, 2, 3, and 4. I typically like to plan things a month before the event. And then I just got all the information from my iPad and put it in here. So my weekly plan, my to-do list, my to-buy list, and the agenda. So yeah, that's just an example of how I plan out my projects. I pre-plan in my iPad and then I move it to my planner. Some people might question why I don't just use my iPad since I planned it all out in there anyways. And the reason I don't is because what I found, I did try to do that, and what I found is if I plan things in my iPad, I hardly ever look at it. I don't know why, I don't know what it is, but I kind of forget it's there. So I don't use my iPad for any active planning that I'm doing. I use it more for brainstorming, lists, pre-planning, and tracking and stuff like that. But for active planning, I like to have it in my planner. I'm more likely to keep up with my tasks and my projects and all that when it's in my planner. So that's why I transfer that information from my iPad to my planner. And there's minimal like erasing or fixing because I already pre-planned it in my iPad, which I really like. So yeah, that's basically it. That's how I do my project planning. I really wanted to share that with you guys because I know I've shared my monthly spread a lot, but I don't think I've ever really talked about how I actually do my project planning. So hopefully that was helpful. If you have any questions about any of this, leave it in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll talk to you next time. Bye.